Hello, beer tubers, and No, it's not Christmas, but it was.
Late Christmas.
Merry late belated Christmas. Christmas happened, but we're having a share. And Henrik, the general of Goethe, say hi, Henrik.
Hi.
Hello.
I said say hi, Henrik.
Hi, Henrik.
There you go. No, he brought this, and he told us this was one of his favorite releases from the big series of barrel age releases from Øl City. Øl City did a lot of barrel aged beers. We actually reviewed them all. We tried both of the Øl barrel aged Jule, something curse word milk, earlier in the calendar, so we both remember them quite well. Very boozy and intense. Not super early, but they were the tipping point for the entire calendar.
I think they made us tip.
Yeah. They were quite nice though.
Logically.
They were quite nice, but they were very humongous.
Yeah.
Like 16 and 17.
Yeah. they made us crash.
Yeah. After the calendar, Henrik and I reviewed the My Honey Case Bigger Than Yours Reserve.
I had a bottle.
And that was awesome. That was my favorite of them. It was a bit more Christmassy and whatnot.
Very nice.
A lot of barrel character. It showed both. All the beers showed lots of promise for the new facility. But this one we missed out. But Henrik had a spare bottle he brought today. So thanks, Henrik.
Thank you.
And this is barrel aged Glögglich. This is an interpretation of Glück, aka the Scandinavian variant of mulled wine. It is double barrel aged, and the style is an Imperial Belgian red ale, and it's aged in rum. No, it's triple barrel aged.
What's
rum, red wine, and port wine barrels. And the reasons why they've chosen all these barrels is because these are often spirits or fortified wines you use to make the wine or the mulled wine. Often it's a red wine base. You spike it with port and rum.
Yes.
Sometimes it's cognac. Sometimes it's whiskey. Whatever. It depends on who makes it in the family. Or schnapps, akkefiet.
But if you're really serious, you usually blend a bit of rum with the red wine.
Yeah, a lot of people do it like that. That's for sure. So it's an attempt at making flavors that are like that. Yeah. It's 13.4%, so massive like all the
but
others.
Not as humongous.
Malted barley and oats. Is this spiced as well?
No.
No, okay.
I don't think so.
It's only the barrels.
It's only the barrels, yeah.
Okay.
And to be honest, I've had it once, and I don't see it as a Christmas beer, to be honest. This is a beer I could drink all year round.
Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, you're not the only one I've heard that thinks this is the best of all the releases. So a bit late, but we got to try it. Pours, not the prettiest.
It looks like a barley wine, like chestnut.
Look at mine. I got the yeast. Mine is very muddy.
Yeah.
Mine looks terrible.
It looks like chestnut.
Yeah. A chestnutty brown, reddish color. It's got a beige looking head. Let's check out the aroma.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow, loads of cherry.
Oh yeah.
Loads of cherry. Yeah. It almost smells like a
wood
combination of like the fruity, esters you find in Belgian ales crossed with an English barley wine.
Yeah.
Because there's so much like sweet caramel fudgy malt.
Yeah. And this kind of peppery, spicy. Yeah.
Man, it's cherry. And the red wine barrels really show too. It has a load. It's almost smelling a bit like a Feistale type thing.
It has
even
this
though
like
it's
deep,
not cherry.
kind of cherry-esque thing about it, and almond.
And I think the port plays into a depth of cherry, dark fruit, dates.
Yeah.
Those kinds of things. It's really jammy too.
Yeah.
Like loads of jammy dark fruits. Maybe more so stewed jammy red fruits with grapes.
And like really caramelized red apple.
Yeah. It smells really nice.
Yeah, it does.
But it does smell a bit like mulled wine. I wonder if there's a hint of spice in there. Do you know? You could look it up.
I can look it up.
Yeah.
Because there is almost a hint of something that could be slightly festive, but it's not crazy.
Could also be the barrels they've chosen, but it smells pretty damn good.
Kind of drying tannic structure and drying oak and vanilla. I
think there's lots of vanilla and almond in there.
I think the idea of combining red wine and port wine to emulate flavors of Glück is quite genius because it has and rum too is because it really you get a lot of these things. There's even like hints of coconut to it as well.
But the awesome thing is that There's a lot of barrel, but it's not boozy. Like it doesn't sting your nose.
It's a bit more balanced than the others. The others were like very much in your face.
Yes,
boozy
but
barrel.
you still get a lot of the barrel like complexity, but in a very smooth-ish kind of way. Yeah. A bit of cola bean too from the rum.
Yeah, almost like cherry coke. Actually.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Yeah.
Well, Henrik is researching.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Very more spicy than I like. Lots of phenolic, but quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
Much more balanced than the other ones. I think. And it's also sweet, but the sweetness is really cut by all of that dry oaken.
It is a quite sweet beer.
Yeah, but all the barrel aged ones they did in
licorice. There's definitely licorice in there.
I think all these Svinninge variants of barrel aged beer, or Svinninge, the Øl City, whatever variants of the Christmas beers, they've been like really intense in sweetness, all of them.
Yeah.
But they've also been much bigger beers than they did at Brewed when they did a few of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge. I think also
a lot of licorice.
Licorice.
Yes, I
can say more. Maybe I'm also getting leather actually.
That's probably because right now I have a licorice at home with chocolate in it, and yeah, it really reminds me of that.
I'm getting
not chocolate, but that licorice flavor.
No spices. Okay, it's all barrel.
But that licorice flavor from the licorice I have at home right now, that for me sticks. But it's not like, it's not the first thing that hits your palate.
I think it tastes a lot like Glögg, but there is definitely to me cinnamon-esque vibes. There is vanilla vibes. There's some spice, and then because if you get molasses, but since you get the port wine barrel and the red wine barrel, you get all that kind of grape qualities. But it's very subtle and subdued. So the fact that you said it's not spiced makes sense. It almost tastes like the base of a Glögg that's not been completely spiked with Christmassy flavors, actually.
I think it's crazy that this is like mostly all barrel.
Yeah, but there's a lot of barrel.
It also has this kind of, I don't know what it's actually called in English, el
allspice.
Yeah.
I think,
sorry.
And even a hint of nutmeg.
Yeah. It has this nutmeg.
Yeah, like the fruity spice.
Yeah.
But I think
spice.
some of the things I think that still is like it's really good. But one of the things I've thought of with a lot of these is that they're almost a bit too barrel forward. I think the barrel
but I think
overshadows the base
compared to the base maybe. Yeah. Because I really like a big barrel presence.
Me too, but I think the base is lacking on all of them a bit.
It has to stand, the base has to stand up to the barrel.
Yes, it has to be a bit more equal. But this one, it kind of, works a bit better because it's a bit tart, it's a bit tannic and whatnot, I don't know if I still think maybe my favorite is still the Svinninge double barrel aged reserve, whatever.
Yeah, I still think I like that a bit more maybe.
But I still think this is very nice.
But I think the Svinninge one could have just a bit more spice to it.
Yeah,
to really make it
Christmassy.
Yeah, but it's a very fine balance. I'm still getting a bit of this licoricey thing in the aftertaste, but this one is not a bad thing. I'm just getting it, and it's not there up front at all.
It tastes a lot like Glögg. It does.
Yeah, it's very reminiscent of Glögg.
Yeah,
with like in beer form.
Yeah, but not as much as the one we had that was where it was the crazy emulation in the Christmas calendar. The
Øl
Glögglich.
Yeah,
but that was also with flavorings and sugar and
lots
spice.
of sugar. And
totally different type of beer.
This is much more balanced and also just a better drinking experience. I would say.
I agree.
Yeah, I definitely say this is better, but. I think I still like the Svinninge more, the reserve edition.
So what do you think about these in comparison to the Julemilk? I think I could enjoy this better on my own.
Yeah,
I think the Julemilk you need quite a few than Julemilk.
Those are very hefty.
But the double barrel aged Svinninge is definitely the best of the releases.
Yeah, I think
my favorite. One of the best, I think Danish brewed like barrel aged barley wines. in a
Again,
long
if the
time.
spices were a bit more,
It would be even better.
present.
But as it was, I still think it was really fucking great. Because it was just a really like intensely dark, like or just like caramel and fudgy, like big English barley wine
base,
with the American interpretation of adding that layer of sweetness and fudge from bourbon barrels. This is for me in between. I like it more, I think, or maybe equally to the Julemilk. So I think
I think this is better than the rum.
Yeah, the
probably
rum
like
was
it
a bit much. I think the best was bourbon of the two for sure. The rum was almost. Actually, it was a very similar rum character to the Dia de los Muertos. But I think this is around 92, 93. Early 90s, very, very good barrel-aged beer interpreting Glühwein or Glück. But it's not like mind-blowing. But you also have to like these types of flavors. I think wine people will like this a lot.
Yeah.
I think this is a beer that divides people pretty much, to be honest.
But I'll probably put myself in the half that likes it.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's very good, and I really like that combination of sweetness and spiciness.
So what, 93 as well?
Yeah, again, like 90, probably 93.
Yeah. It's very good. And I like that the spiciness cuts some of the sweetness. Because it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. And it also has tartness and tannic structure from the red wine and port wine barrels that helps it along. It could also be part of the red base. Maybe it's even the Flemish red base they use for this, since it's called Belgian red. I don't know, but it's nice.
But it is a very interesting and different, very
It's a really fun beer.
Yeah. I have no idea what the base is for this. If it's Belgian.
And the thing is, as Henrik said, I could also drink this. Like, it's not super Christmassy tasting. It's like just barrel aged beer.
Yeah.
With Christmas-esque flavors.
Like,
it's really good.
Yeah. It's very nice.
I'm really looking forward to the whole barrel age project with the Tour de City. I mean, so far
these are the first releases. So.
Yeah, and they're showcasing loads of barrel presence. So I'm hoping for more of that with even stronger base beers. But so far so good. So if you guys had a chance to try the Øl Glögglich, a Belgian Imperial Red Ale aged in rum, red, and port wine barrels on whopping 13.4%. Let us know what you thought of it. Fun to try. Thanks for sharing, Henrik.
You're welcome.
And if you had this, guys, let us know. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page, Twitter, and Instagram. Ring the bell for future notifications about videos, and we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And see you guys in another beer review.